Well, one day I decided to go exploring. Just kind of explore something new. Places that I've never gone. Like west, pretty much. I always end up walking south. So I walk out west. And I start finding people. You know, and at some point, a little west of the Temple of Brendan. And met up with some people who knew the city of gone. They knew who it was. You know, it was a branch of it or something. Well, you know, they take me down to this place they called the Land of Gabriel. Guess the legend went, and they had told me about it when they built the Temple of Brendan, but I don't think it made as much of an impact as it did when I heard it the second time. I guess according to legend, people appeared west of the field of the game. It was just an eighth of a mile's walk from where they appeared, the field of the game. There was a couple people I met and they led me down that way. Took me right to the field. You know, I didn't know what to think about it. It had something sacred about it. You know, they had they never went across the field, the people who appeared there. There was no reason given why, they just stayed on the west side. I guess some of their children, offspring, went across the field. And that's where they built the city of God. But you know, once they got over to the other side, mostly nobody saw them again. And when they did, it was pretty much bloodshed. But according to word of the forest and some of the people I came across, I mean, I guess Jack's time machine worked. The original people who appeared in the forest, I guess people say they went back home. Once they said that, I knew that I had to go talk to Jack. I mean, they were pretty sure he was a god. They were convinced he could do it. I had a very good reason to believe he could do it. So I went and found him, and you know, he had just come across this discovery down in the island of America about some buildings. He wasn't sure who put them up, how they got there. Actually, I mean, being a time traveler, he was quite positive that a lot of the things around were, just not created by us. He was convinced people came through, other people at some point. Not just other people, I mean, there was the other countries, continents around the world. And, it started looking very familiar after a while. So I get up to, Jack takes me down to those buildings down there, the island of America, and I get to digging through some of the work and looking at it. He wanted my opinion. He wanted to know what it was, and, there was nothing he needed as far as proof or scientific knowledge. He just wanted to know what it had to do with me. And just what it was, He just wanted to put a name to it. So I sat there for a while digging through some paperwork, and I put some pieces together about the possibility that there was some possible magnetic disturbance, years, billions of years prior. I mean, it can make sense, it doesn't have to make sense, but the more I put the pieces together, the more it made sense. There was no point in time that I was existing at. I was existing in multiple places, and that might be the hard thing about it all. Once you can put your finger on something, that something is pretty much nothing, and I think that's what makes reality so blurry when it comes to time travel, is that there is a location, and it's called no location, because you'd be in many locations at one time, and that many locations makes it very, very fuzzy to recall what had happened. But I mean, if that nothing of a blur did happen, then I had reason to believe that I was in a few places at the time of the magnetic disturbance.